Yeah, he's finally gone. I am absolutely buzzing that he's gone. I am so happy.
Might as well clean these. I've got more use in this than I do with these lot. Oh yeah. Let's do
the you know what it is, Eunice, good guy. It's the acceptance of how bad he really believes Chelsea are. No shock.
The inevitable. Let's do the inevitable. It's inevitable, isn't it?
The ball. Oh my God, what a save. What a save, Sanchez. Oh, we've conceded.
Same with Matisse. No shock. By the way, hit like buttons. Make sure you're subscribing. Stay for all the videos. Get that done. And I know a lot of you haven't done it yet. Get bell notifications turned on. Get that done now, people. But Matisse here, the same as Eunice. Just so not accepting of it because that's where he wants to be, but so at peace with where Chelsea are.
Of course. We've conceded. Oh, look at that. And they're doing the celebration as well. Oh, brilliant. Mentality monsters. Yeah. 1-0 down now.
Yeah.
Got that save, and then out of nowhere, they just scored again. They just scored. We're not a good team. We're not.
Sanchez. Oh, we've conceded.
I didn't mean to go backwards there. I want to go back to that. Sorry, I actually clicked on the wrong button. I love that.
We're not a good team. We're not
a good team. Chelsea fans, do you agree?
Good team. Let's be honest. We're not a good team.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to dedicate that goal, to everyone that was like, oh, be positive. Why are you being so negative? Why are you being so pessimistic? Why are you saying we're going to lose 2-0?
How dare you?
Where's your 2-0? Say something. Wake up!
I can see another goal up.
Listen, I get it. When I'm going through this with Man United, I'm being told to back the manager. You guys are ignoring this big fat elephant that's in the room and the problems that he is partly accountable for. Oh, you're negative, Terry. I'm not. I'm a realist.
Here comes the corner. Ball into the box. Punched away. Shot back in. 2-0. There we go. Welcome to Chelsea, Petrovic. Welcome to Chelsea, brother. Damn! You Chelsea. Welcome to Chelsea. There we go.
Just that the realization of the problems and the situation that they are in. It's genuinely, for me, I thought they were going to get so much better. And I know some Chelsea fans watching might say, Trevor, what about your club? I've rinsed my club, and rightfully so. But this is a completely separate situation and conversation. There's no doubt. I want to get your views. I want to get your opinions. Leave your comments below, people. Let's take a look here. Some more reactions from this weekend.
Left back. Getting. Destiny. Getting. You are my destiny. You are my one, you doji.
What was that? I got. What was that? Let me listen to that again. Let me listen to that again.
Destiny. Getting. You are my destiny. You are my one, you doji. Come on. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I saw it! I saw it there! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Tottenham scores.
Come on, Adogi.
Destiny
This is what we like to
Udogie.
see, and that is why Son played on the wing.
There you go.
You asked the
You
question,
literally just proven it.
and we got the
He's seething. True Geordie seething.
answer. Because Richarlison ain't doing that.
Just here, mate. He's in
Richarlison's
his
not
head.
doing that.
They were starving, weren't they, Tottenham fans? Starving. They were starving. They were... Have you noticed that when Spurs score, expressions reminds me of the gingerbread man from Shrek? The voice, how high his voice goes is crazy.
Richarlison's on the
Richarlison
score
cut
sheet.
back.
Let me tell you something,
You
right?
cussed him out.
I cussed him out 100%. But let me tell you something about Ange, though. Ange putting Richarlison through the middle and Son on the left is a master stroke because Son's got 2 assists from that wide position now.
That'd be just
Score but one.
We still ain't heard nothing from True Geordie. I'm watching the match reactions of his show. He's just silent every time a goal goes in. I don't know whether it's anger, frustration, acceptance. I don't know.
He said he's not.
Is my man crying here, by the way?
He won't score. He's obviously going to.
Oh, but Billy the defending.
He's
Should
not
be there.
crying.
Was
He looks
awful.
like he's crying, though.
And the marking in the box again, but it's no less than Spurs deserve.
My man is frowning hard.
Yes! What you man saying, blood? Talk about him now. Slick Rick Charleston, blood.
Yes! Richarlison double!
He's just quiet again. Like, he's saying nothing. Why is he saying nothing? Like zero reaction. Do you think he's like smouldering and fuming underneath? He's holding it all back in. I don't know. 2 batterings in a week. Twice in a week.
It almost
I'm dreaming. 2 goals with his feet.
looked like Lascelles went down injured there.
2 goals with his feet. This guy only scores with his head.
Are we believing in the process again?
Why
Yes.
is he not playing on the wing?
We are.
Up there, right?
a
Son's been
legend,
very
man.
good, though. Son's been
Son
very
is
good
an
this game.
absolute legend.
He's
I
about
like
to take it. Bang!
Yeah, right.
Bottom left-hand corner.
Great finish.
Easy. 4-0. Spurs are cruising.
Come
I
on,
was
my
the closest
boy,
to getting this
Son.
right.
Let's go, Sonny. Sonaldo.
And it's in the net. 4-0 to Tottenham. Game's
Have that Joe Linton. Yeah, whatever, man. No reaction from me. 4-1 is what it is. No reaction from me. There you go. You can have that. You got me. This ain't, man ain't a Woody toy. Like, man don't pull my string. There's a snake in my boot. This go don't have.
Everybody, and welcome to That's Football. Newcastle and Chelsea in crisis in the Premier League. I don't think there can be any doubts of that at all. I suppose the short question is, can either of those clubs reverse the crisis quick enough to rescue a season that is dropping at a very, very quick rate? Newcastle have conceded 7 goals in their last 2 games, losing to Goodison Park and Spurs comprehensively and deservedly. And of course, Chelsea losing again today against Everton and comprehensively beaten at Old Trafford, of course, last Wednesday. So 2 losses in a row. Chelsea can't even afford it as well. The thing about Chelsea is they can't afford it. Newcastle have got the Champions League on Wednesday, and what a game that's going to be. And I think Newcastle as well are suffering the opposite of what Chelsea have got. Chelsea have almost got too many players. Yes, they've got an injury crisis, but as I was saying on the watch-along, Chelsea remind me of a Christmas dinner without roast potatoes. Oh, don't try and con me with fantastic turkey and gravy and cranberry sauce and Brussels sprouts and carrots and red cabbage and parsnips and pigs in blankets. Where's the roast potatoes? It's not a Christmas dinner without the roast potatoes. And that Chelsea team doesn't...
Yeah, but they don't have the turkey either, bruv. They definitely ain't got no pigs in blanket. They're lacking a lot. They've got a lot of side dishes. They've got none of the mains. And I agree with Goldbridge. They are in crisis. And a few weeks back, I looked at Chelsea and thought, we're starting to see the green shoots of progression. I thought that would create more confidence. What I didn't anticipate is actually that pressure has made them crumble. The expectation that rose through better performances has hurt them, and it's the lack of experience. This signing of young players is failing. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Poch isn't the guy to get him out of this either. He's got no experience of managing a giant club through this situation. You start looking at all the kind of foundations that have been put in place, and they're crumbling again. They're crumbling, and that could be, in the space of a year, another catastrophic mistake. How does it get turned around? Can it be turned around for Chelsea? 12th in the league. How they and Nkunku? No, they've got to spend more money. Simple as that. And Newcastle, look, I feel like they are in a bit of a crisis right now. They're away form 16th in the league. Only 2 teams in the Premier have less points away from home than them. I just think this is not a hangover because they're in the Champions League. Their club is learning and experiencing what it is like to play 2 highly competitive games per week. They still need to improve their squad. This is actually going to be something that I think in 5 to 10 years' time is going to be beneficial for their development as a football club. And it's why, like, when people are talking about them this year, maybe challenging for the Prem or winning something major like a Champions League, Premier League, it's still too early, in my opinion. There's still a long way for the club to go, but they are in a bit of a crisis results-wise, but they're moving in completely the right direction. They have a great structure at their club. They're in the early days of progression. So I think their and Chelsea situations are hugely different and should be judged and assessed in a different way as well. I'm not one of these people that thinks as a blanket opinion and throws that same opinion towards every club. You have to look at the circumstances, but both need good and positive results quickly just to help stem the tide and get themselves out of this hole. But what do you all think and feel about their crises? Let me know in the comment section below, people.
What happened with Manchester United? I saw an interview with you earlier in the week when you said, I'm scared about the Chelsea game, I'm scared about the Liverpool game. You didn't mention the Bournemouth game.
No, for some reason, felt that one might be okay, but it doesn't surprise anybody, I don't think. Yeah, they're a real turn-off, aren't they, in terms of just their inconsistency.
They're a turn-off. They are.
They're down more than up. Chelsea contributed, I think, the other night to their performance in that they were that bad. Not many people probably felt comfortable saying it because you just feel like you're punching United constantly at the moment. But even after Chelsea, you're thinking that if Chelsea had anything about them or weren't as bad as they were, that United would have been beaten there. So obviously yesterday, Bournemouth, I wasn't at the game, but I've seen the highlights this morning, and terrible goals to give away. It's lackadaisical, sort of open, and yeah, what can you say? There are very few words left that haven't been said already about Manchester United.
Now you look at Erik Ten Hag and the week he's got coming up, Bayern Munich in the Champions League and then Liverpool at Anfield. Do you fear for him now?
I fear for him generally, not really just because of this week. Bayern Munich and Liverpool take care of itself. What'll happen will happen. Just more generally about the actual sort of the way in which a cycle is repeating itself again. Manager has a half a decent season, he gets a lot of power, there's no control above him to say no when he actually says I want that player and I want that player, no strength of leadership. A manager then takes over, signs his own players that he favours. We've seen it with Louis van Gaal, we've seen it with Ole, we've seen it with Jose Mourinho. And coaches and managers aren't head of recruitments. They go to the players that they have a sort of, if you like, a sway towards that they've worked with before. And then they try and sort of merge them into a team of players that another manager's signed. And then the players sort of don't look like they fit together, the atmosphere becomes a little bit toxic, there's a fallout or two, then the manager starts to come under pressure and everyone says, well, he's got to do better than this, which is obviously true, and then usually they get sacked.
Gary pulls on, and this is why I think a lot of people are defending Ten Hag. They're like, well, we're repeating the same cycle, and I understand there is truth in that. What people are missing here is that not the only way to save him. For me, we've got to break the cycle. But we need a new manager to break the cycle now because we've repeated that same process and we're at the end of what we would typically see as a manager cycle under this poor leadership. I don't think you can rectify that and keep this manager. I think it needs, and I hate saying this because we keep saying it, but the reason why we have to keep saying this is because we never fix the process, is we need a reset. And what I mean by that is the manager's got to go. We've got to clear out all these players that don't want to be here. The club has to agree on a style of football. And it may be this weird, I don't even know what the United way means anymore. We've been bad for so long. But whoever that manager is, he's got to have a pedigree, a background, and a track record of managing a team that plays in that style, whatever the style is. And then the club buys players that fit that style. That's what needs to be fixed. If, for instance, we were as a club, we were going down the route of playing football like Ten Hag has coached before, played before, a similar way, then I wouldn't be advocating for his sacking. But because we haven't done that, we need to start again. And I think for Man United fans to ignore this and go, right, I'm just going to defend the manager because of the cycle, or I'm going to ignore the cycle and the bad running of the club and just go after the manager, both those groups of people are wrong. But because people hear me say I want the manager to go, they sit there and say, well, you're just repeating the cycle. I'm not. It means you're not listening. This is a nuanced and highly complex situation, and each area has its own nuances, has its own sort of rabbit holes that you have to go down. It is a highly difficult situation to resolve. But in my personal opinion, a lot of these players, the style of football the club tries to play, the entire footballing board, the entire recruitment team, and the manager and his coaching staff must all be replaced. It is the only way, in my personal opinion, Man United have got any chance of getting anywhere near back to the peak of their powers and anywhere near challenging for these major trophies again. This isn't sack the manager and we're fixed. This isn't simply a case of remove a few players and we're fixed. It has never, ever been that simple. I've been saying this for over a decade, and I repeat it again. I want your views. I want your opinions below. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all again soon. Peace.